Well, Mike, what do you take from that 90 minutes?
Oh, loads. I thought the lads were great, to be honest with you. I thought they were fantastic. I think we got shown a masterclass of finishing in the first half, and unfortunately we were right behind it as well in the dugout. But listen, we competed well in the first half, I thought, but in the second half the message was to the players to stay brave, try and be aggressive and try and win the second half. And I really believe, and I don't think I'm being outrageous by saying I believe we should have won the second half. The amount of opportunities we created in clear-cut ones. As it happened, it just showed the difference between the two levels.
As you say, that first half, we were right behind it like you, and as a manager you must almost go, what can I do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the second and the fourth goal we definitely could have done better. Obviously Lewis got caught trying to play out. There's no way I'm going to stop him doing that. I'm going to continue to encourage him, and he passed the test because I thought he was outstanding tonight, and the way he recovered from that was great, and he got his goal as a reward. And the fourth goal, we got caught a little bit in between two minds, and then they got the little bit of the luck with the deflection. But that's what happens, they're a top quality side. That's the reason why they're Premier League champions.
I suppose the one big disappointment tonight was 17 seconds into the second half. I'm sure keep it tight was one of your messages at half time, and you didn't at the start.
No, yeah, it was a little bit lapsed, a little bit sloppy in the middle of the park from, someone who you certainly wouldn't expect to do that as well, and that's part and parcel of the game. But the reaction the players shown after that, I mean, they could have literally folded, and it could have been double figures if our character wasn't as strong as what it is. But what they did do, they come back and they got the rewards with a couple of goals and probably should have scored more.
I was going to say, there was plenty of opportunities, wasn't there? There was Harry Anderson throwing goal, Anthony Scully, that was even before the goals went in. I'm not sure of the stats, but second half it felt like you had more shots on goal than Liverpool.
Yeah, and clear-cut ones as well. I'm trying to understand how TJ did score, how Theo didn't score. You're right, Harry had a good opportunity, John had a good opportunity, Scully had a couple of chances. So, listen, it's pleasing that we're able to talk about that after what was obviously difficult for the players to take and get punished the way they did in that first half.
You must be glad as well that Liverpool took this game as seriously as they did, and they treated you as opposition with the respect.
Yeah, absolutely. I think sometimes in this competition you've seen it even over the last couple of evenings where Premier League opposition tend to play some of the younger teams, and Liverpool didn't do that tonight. I've seen some of the results over the last couple of nights, and the Premier League teams up against Championship, League One and League Two teams were averaging 4.5 goals a game, which is some stat. So obviously that was a daunting task that faced the players today, and listen, we've lost the game 7-2, but ultimately I think there's a lot of things that we've won tonight, and hopefully we can take that on for the season.
We've seen over the past few days a lot of the teams that have played have been a lot of first team players, more than we maybe would have seen at this stage of the competition. Do you think because it's been crammed in, do you think this is maybe the way forward for the League Cup, that it becomes part of a pre-season, so clubs who are looking to build players up for fitness use it in that sense and do have to play first team players? Yeah,
possibly. I think that's definitely encouraged. You're right, it's definitely encouraged the bigger teams to play more senior players. It gives obviously senior players an opportunity to get minutes on the belt early on in the season. I suppose in the past, the lower league teams have been able to use the EFL trophy to do that, similar sort of thing. So yeah, I hope that is the case, and I think some of the senior teams in the Premier League probably won't want it the same next season, but from our point of view it's worked out quite well for us.
You look at tonight overall, I guess you go, look, we're a long way off that standard, but that's the high bar that we need to try and strive for. Yeah,
and I think you're right, and to be fair, I don't think tonight we were a million miles below it. I really do. When you break down the game, the reality is they're always going to have more possession than us because of the quality that they show. But I just thought we showed real composure and desire on the ball at times to really want to have a goal as well. We could have quite easily just sat 20 yards from goal, 2 banks of 4, a couple of 2s, but we didn't. We had a little bit of a go, and I think the players enjoyed the second half, because obviously to get punished as we did in that first half was difficult to take, but the reality is we knew what we were up against, and there was a hunger and desire in the second half to try and win the game, and that was the message, and we just fell short a little bit.
No Callum Morton involved in the squad tonight. Was he the one you was talking about the other day? Was looking.
Yeah, we've got a couple. Obviously, the reason Adam Jackson weren't playing tonight is, we've got a little bit concerned at the minute whether he can get through 2 games in a short space of time because of his previous hamstring injury, but we know he'll be fine for Sunday. Callum's got a little bit of he's got an injury that he's picked up not on the grass, so to speak. When I get a little bit more details in terms of the scan, I'll give you a little bit more details on it, but at this moment in time, unfortunately, the concern is he might be out for a sustained period of time.
And that's a real blow on when you've got a thin squad as it is. It's
a massive blow, huge blow. I think you guys have seen enough of him already. The quality he's got and what he can do, whether it's starting the game or coming off the bench. So we're a little bit worried, there's no doubt about it. But yeah, like I say, hopefully I'll be able to give you more information tomorrow or Saturday on it.
There's been talk today about you being linked with a number of players, including one from Forest. Is that what you're going to look to do now to try and bring in a couple more?
Yeah, I think obviously if we can bring in players, I'm mindful of the fact that the squad is thin, and when we miss a couple of players, it does take its toll. There's a couple of players that when we spoke with the board, maybe 6 weeks or so ago, and we knew what the budget was, and we spoke about various players. There's a couple of players that were definitely within that budget, and we spoke about it, so we have got some reserve, so to speak, and I have been patient. I've said that to you, I'm going to have to be patient. Hopefully the patience will pay off.